up, guys? So today my SaaS business made around $2,300 for 3.5K today, which is a decent day. And yesterday we did, I think, 1.7K. This is in euros, but 1.7K, so today 2.3. And if you're new here, my name is Vasco. I own a software business, a SaaS software service. And in these videos, I just do some Q&A, so I answer your guys' questions on this YouTube channel. So if you have any questions, just ask them right here. And any ones that I get on the main channel, which is just my name. Yeah, no, now I didn't have any questions for today, so that sucks. Yesterday was a good day. We had a ton of questions, which was good. So thank you. But I'll make this short today. I'll just tell you one thing that I'm doing right now, which is I'm running Claude on my computer, and I'll have to blur a bunch of this stuff because there's API keys and sensitive data. I'm actually working on this right now. And all I'm doing is I'm setting up a full automation for content marketing. Let me explain. So there's these guys, LinkedIn, they also do Twitter, right? That they put out these insanely good posts. By the way, I'm literally going to go over and outline one of my new marketing strategies. Okay. Now, what they do is they put out SEO content, like these cringy LinkedIn posts, but they work, right? With engagement based, basically saying, hey, here's this stuff, here's an image, and comment XYZ to get access to the free thing or the freebie. This is like super common on Twitter and on LinkedIn. Let me actually show you an example of these live. And by the way, if you hear a fan in the background, it's because again I'm running Claude on my MacBook and it's not handling it very, very well. Let me see here if I can find one. Yeah, so they have all these posts like with beautiful images and proper like value they give to the users. And in a lot of them, they say, hey, by the way, if you want these tips in or a PDF format or this free course, comment the word SEO or comment the word whatever. There's always a call to action on these. These are basically engagement-based posts. That's why they get a ton of comments and a ton of likes, right? You've been around Twitter and LinkedIn, you know how this works. And the reason why I'm showing you these three people is because these guys work in the same company, right? And they all drive a bunch of traffic with this exact same strategy to their, in this case, it's an agency. They also have like a LinkedIn software thingy that makes, I think, 8 MRR, quite big, right? And again, they all follow the same premise. It's these three founders. None of them are technical, by the way, right? And all of them post to their personal, very important personal, because people buy from people, right? It's not, they're not posting on the business like LinkedIn account. They're posting on the personal ones, right? And they post to LinkedIn and Twitter. Each one of them is exactly the same. And they get millions of impressions combined every single month. This is tied in with what I said like a couple weeks ago of the founder-led growth, and with the fact that the guy that does customer support and customer success for us, I've instructed him to build up his personal brand on LinkedIn and Twitter, right? The whole goal is to, the company, use your employees as marketing assets because, again, people buy from people, right? So he does the customer support, customer success, as well as he's building his own personal brand with the goal to drive traffic to the business. And these guys are doing that amazingly. Now, that's the very first part of this. Like, what's the Claude automation? Like, how will this Claude automation make me more money for my SaaS? Well, we put out a ton of YouTube content, right? Insane amount of YouTube channels putting out content every single day. Let me show you a couple. We of course have the branded one, right? Where it's our branded channel, okay? Where we just put out case studies, tutorials, like a bunch of like, I don't know, boring stuff. And go over the whole strategy of the YouTube in a later video if you guys want. But that's because it's just one of the channels. And the automation that I'm setting up is an automation that goes into all our YouTube channels, all of them, goes into all of them. Jesus, come on, lagging so much because of Claude running in the back. But yeah, it goes out and goes into all of our channels, all of our multiple channels, right? It goes in and clicks the videos, takes the transcripts of the videos via the YouTube API, okay, reads through all that, and converts the info in a 15-minute video into a similar type LinkedIn X type clickbait type post with actual value, just like these ones right there. Just saw right with this stuff right here. Makes them engaging. Like it will basically I trained my prompt based off of these guys' posts and a couple other posts of other creators. And the thing is that I don't have time to write all this stuff. Like even if I can, sure, I can use ChatGPT and just copy the YouTube video transcript, paste it into ChatGPT and say, hey, by the way, make me a LinkedIn post in this style based off of this video transcript. But that's super manual. And I don't have time for that, right? Nobody has time for that. So what I wanted to do is build a full-on automation that as soon as I upload a video to YouTube, to whichever one of these multiple channels we have, right? My Claude automation will automatically click the channel, go watch the video, take the transcript, right? Build up an amazing LinkedIn post, put that into a Google Drive, right? Then it will generate an image for that post, right? And then I'll just manually post it out to LinkedIn manually or using Tweet Hunter, to schedule those posts. Maybe I can dive deep into this automation tomorrow, but that's basically the whole thing I'm building right here. I'm just basically repurposing content and leveraging the fact that we have almost 1,000 views on this channel, almost 1,000 videos on the other channels. Just take all this content that we've been putting out through all these years, through all these 2 years, right? And taking the valuable info in these case studies, tutorials, how-tos, whatever, right? Stuff like this, right? How these guys make $75,000 a month with AI SaaS, with SEO, right? This could literally be transformed into a very valuable post on LinkedIn and on Twitter, right? And only 127 people saw this, which kind of sucks, honestly, for the effort I put into this. So the idea is to take this, construct it into written form posts, both on LinkedIn and Twitter, and use those to say, hey, by the way, this is a story, comment story, and I'll DM you with a full video, right? And then inside of Tweet Hunter, which is another SaaS, you can set up so that when someone leaves a comment on Twitter on a certain post, you can automatically auto DM them with a link. So that's what I'll do. The full automation basically stems from, okay, the base is all our YouTube content, and then that's like the mother, right? Then it will stem out and pump out a bunch of LinkedIn and Twitter content where we can post into my account and our employees' accounts. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now, and that's how I plan on. This is basically one of my new marketing strategies is to do that. I feel like it can work. I mean, there's proof of concept. Clearly, these guys are killing it with that, right? So I see the reason why I can't do it as well. Right? This girl kills it with that. Again, it's all these similar types of posts. They get insane. I mean, you might think some of this stuff is cringe, and it is, fine. I don't care. Like, as cringy as this sounds, you have to be cringe to make money, right? Who do you know that didn't break any rules, that was cool all the way and was successful? Nobody. Because being uncool and doing things nobody's doing and being cringe, as cringe as it sounds, it's what makes you the money. If you just stay in your lane, be super under the radar, super regular guy, you won't be able to gather any attention, be it in the product sense or in the marketing sense. So you have to be cringe, right? Just go over the cringe mountain, because being on the other side is the best thing you can do. I can talk a bit more about that in other videos. But yeah, all this stuff is cringe. Doesn't matter. She doesn't care. She makes a ton of money with this, and people just eat it up, right? People just eat this up all the time. And these drive millions of impressions again to this girl's LinkedIn profile. And eventually some people check out her software on here, on this guy as well. And they do the exact same thing. They do this exact same style of post, on each one of their Twitters. And I want to do the exact same thing, but I have no time to be doing all this stuff right here. It's a pain in the butt. I'm sure they use AI for this as well. But since I have, again, a ton of YouTube, 30-minute long videos on YouTube, I can pump out at least per video 5 different tweets. So I can basically be pumping out 10,000 tweets, not 10,000, maybe 500 posts, valuable posts, right, a month on Twitter and on LinkedIn, and even give out some of these posts to my co-founder and to my guy for the customer support. And what I can also do, which I'll do as well, is create a bunch of Twitter accounts named like generic names like marketing tips, AI tips, and post it out to those. So the whole goal is to have an army of multiple Twitter accounts, faceless ones, by the way. Just like we have an army of YouTube accounts, right? We have a bunch of them. We now have an army of a bunch of faceless Twitter accounts posting content repurposed from these videos, right? We have, of course, mine co-founder and our customer support, customer success guy, also posting that at a much smaller rate on LinkedIn and Twitter. and all these faceless ones as well. I mean, this can flop. I think it won't flop. I think it's going to work very well. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's basically what I'm working on today, and the this new marketing channel working extremely well. So yeah, that's it, guys. Ask away, ask any questions. I literally answer any questions you guys have. So just comment here if you guys have curious about money with SaaS, what SaaS is, or any tips you guys you want to hear from me. Yeah, just comment away. Cheers, take care.